What up, guys? So I just wanted to make a quick video answering some pretty frequently asked questions about why I had gone with the turbo or this specific turbo, the STI turbo, and some tips, I believe. Anyways, first things first, ignore how my air filter is on the cold side of the turbo. I had to do what I had to do. This thing is a POS FRS. So, without further ado, ta-da! My piece of shit turbo setup. Alright, first question is, why an STI turbo? Well, first, and the main reasoning is, I had no other choice. I bought this kit used off of a friend, and he got it off of a guy in Florida, and apparently Grimspeed made this kit, so I'm assuming the exhaust manifold, the downpipe, the overpipe, and the front pipe are from Grimspeed. This is what I'm assuming. I don't really know. But the real question is, why an STI turbo? And the main reason why is I had no choice. But if I actually had an option to switch up turbos, I might actually not do it, just because this turbo is actually really good. The reason why I say that is because there's almost no lag whenever I'm racing. Literally, I throw it into a gear, let's say a 40-year-old, right? Lining up with a car. They might get like a slight jump if they're NA or they're supercharged, but literally it does not take like no more than maybe like a second until the turbo hits. So yes, there's lag, but it's like not as bad as a lot of other turbo kits that I've seen or been in cars that actually has had really bad turbo lag. But yeah, that's why STI turbo and not like a Greddy one or like a HKS or, you know, whatever the case may be. Mod list wise, obviously turbo kit, Mishimoto catch can. My close friend of mine, I don't remember what they're called, but he basically teed two openings into one catch can, so that way I can avoid getting two, but I might end up getting two just to be on the safer side. But that's how it sits right now. I'm running 700cc injectors, DW injectors, 300cc DW fuel pump. Yeah, I don't know why I said that all weird. HKS blow valve and parent oil cooler. Before I show you guys, the line's too long for driver's side. The lines are too short for the passenger side under the headlights to get, you know, forehead to have room and not be in the way of anything. Well, this is a POS FRS, so instead I mounted it right there. So yes, I'm gonna probably get some hate comments about how, oh, like I'm not getting a lot of cold air into my turbo and I'm heat soaking the intercooler. That might be so, but this is all temporary as of right now until my buddy, my close friend of mine, either gets me longer or shorter lines, and I'm just gonna reroute it to either under the driver's side headlight or under the passenger side headlight. The reason why I say driver's side is because, carefully, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I have no washer fluid reservoir in there under there anymore, so rerouting it over there shouldn't be an issue. But to be honest with you, it doesn't get too hot, just due to the fact that the core is not touching the intercooler, but it does get a little warm, I'm not gonna lie. But for the most part, the car still runs really well. So it's not really too bad of an issue, I believe, but I still do want to get it rerouted just to be on the safer side and get, you know, max efficiency out of my turbo or my intercooler. But for the most part, that should be it for mod wise. My tip to guys out there that are actually going to go boost soon is know the power gain that you're going for. So the reason why I say that is because on stock injectors and stock pump, I read up and I was told that you're limited to at least 300, maybe like 305, like nothing more, like I doubt 310, just due to the fact that you're maxing out the injectors on the stock injectors, as well as the pump, I believe. So me, later on in the future, when I have more money to blow, just in case if this motor blows, I want to be able to bring this car at least up to 450, maybe closer to 500 if possible, after building the block. And That's why I already have the injectors and pump. But that's my main thing right now for people that are actually going to go boost, is to make sure whatever power you're going for is to go with the right injectors and right pump. Catch can is definitely needed. You know, make sure you have really good supporting mods. The reason why I say supporting mods is because our motor, if nobody read up on it, it actually gets really hot NA. So for me, my advice is catch can is definitely needed. Injectors and pump is definitely needed, just so that way you're not pushing everything to its limits. Oil cooler is definitely needed, so that way your motor doesn't get too hot. Radiator fans. There's a lot that goes into supporting a turbo kit on our motor, just because the motor gets so hot. I believe that's how a lot of FA20s have been blowing up, is because you put on a turbo kit that creates heat for a motor that's already hot as hell, and you're pushing, you know, what, 15-20 psi to reach 400 with zero cooling mods, no supporting mods, and you're looking to blow up your motor really soon and really fast. So I believe that's all that I have for today, but now you guys know how it looks, why I went with this kit specifically, why an STI turbo, you know, my mod list, my personal thoughts and advice on how you should go with boosting your car. Yeah, so I do have a racing compilation, Mexico racing compilation coming up very soon. I have to put it together and upload it, but I've seen quite a few people wanted to see this first, which isn't really nice to begin with. I mean, it is a POS. I mean, my fender liner is missing. You can see my wheel. I got janky ass wiring there. I got weird ass. It's a POS. Anyways, I do have a racing video coming up soon. I'll probably upload it sometime this weekend. So be sure to subscribe, comment if you guys have any other questions. I can either comment right then and there and let you guys know, but you know, I've had a lot of people request a video on why this kit and, you know, all the other junk, so I figured I'd just do it in a video to get out of the way, and you know, but yeah, just comment, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys whenever I upload my next video. Peace. No, I'm just joking. Comes and goes.